Good morning, guys, and welcome back. So it's about 5 o'clock. We're just getting ready to start milking. We're actually waiting for the cattle dealer to show up right now. Today is actually Tuesday, the day after Christmas. He usually comes on Mondays, but obviously Monday was Christmas, so he didn't come. So he'll be coming today, and we actually do have a cow for him, which always makes me a little sad, but there's really nothing we can do about it. I'll show you her in a minute and tell you her story and everything. But we are just waiting for him to show up right now. I'm feeding the baby, obviously. We got her in a calf. We got her in a pen. I told you it's early, I've only had 1 cup of coffee. We've got her in a pen. She's actually gonna be going tomorrow, I believe. Her legs straightened out really nice. She's actually probably one of the better looking calves that we've had. So she's gonna go to her new home tomorrow. She's eating well, had all her colostrum and everything. Right now she's just drinking whole milk from the tank. We give them 3 feedings of their mother's colostrum, and then we switch them right over to whole milk. So she's doing extremely well, as are the 3 girls that are in this pen over here. They're doing very well too. I'll take you guys over and show you them real quick. They're doing really good, growing like weeds. Hard to believe. Seems like just yesterday they were little tiny bottle babies, but now they're all grown. All right, so I've got to go wash this bottle. Like I said, I will show you that cow that we have to sell. It always makes me really sad when we have to sell a cow. We don't really have a choice with her. I'll shut this fan on for a second so you guys can actually hear what I'm talking about. So when we were raising those calves, you guys remember we were feeding them milk from a cow we were milking out who had some sort of subclinical mastitis, some strain of it that was actually incurable. And we were just using her to feed the cows because it didn't hurt the cows. We checked with the vet and everything. He said it wouldn't harm the calves in any way. It wouldn't harm their lactations when they grew up. It wouldn't harm them at all. It's just something that she has. She can pass it on to other cows if you use the same machine to milk them, but we never did. We always milked her with a separate machine, and if we ever milked anybody else with that machine, we always cleaned it with acid several times just to make sure that it was nice and sterile before we used it on other cows. But anyway, obviously we're not feeding calves anymore except the ones that we're having being born, and we're using their mother's milk to feed them. We usually don't keep them longer than 4 or 5 days anyway, so we really don't need to have her around anymore. She's really not serving any purpose for us. We have to milk her out and then just dump the milk. So she is going to be going today, and it's really sad. So this is her right here, the one on the left. She's a Holstein Jersey cross. Her name is Lily. We actually got her as a heifer. She wasn't even bred yet. She's been here as long as I've been here. She's gonna be 11 years old this spring, so she's 10 and a half right now. And I started working here part-time about 11 years ago, so not long after I started working here, she came, so she's just kind of always been here. I really like her. She's one of the best cows to milk. She's really friendly and just a really nice cow, so it's even worse when that happens because there's nothing we can do for her. So days like this just make you really sad because you just miss them. They're like pets. Usually with the ones that we've had for a long time and something happens, I usually keep their neck chain. Her number is 38, and I'll never be able to think of another cow that's 38, so I usually just keep it and I don't use it on anybody else, just so you can always remember them that way. But yeah, we're just waiting for the cattle dealer right now. He'll come and we'll load her up. Usually it's not a problem, but sometimes when it's the ones you're going to be really sad about and they've been here for a long time, they really don't want to go, and that makes you feel worse because you don't want them to go either. So it's pretty hard, but Brent's inside getting some coffee right now and he should be right back out. We'll get her loaded up and then we'll milk the girls. And then we'll get into the rest of our day, which is supposed to be pretty busy. I'm also sorry for my voice, you guys. I have another cold, so that's why I sound kind of stuffy. Usually when I say that and I'm listening to the video when I'm editing it, I don't really sound that stuffy, so maybe I don't sound stuffy. But to me, I sound really stuffy, but it could just be because I'm all like congested and everything. So let's get her loaded up and get into the rest of our day. He's backing in. Did you gesture to him or something?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, he's backing in like he knows.
Yeah.
I'll grab the rope.
Yeah, put her on right on the TV.
All right. Talk about a depressing way to start the day. Hi, hon.
Yeah.
on, babe, let's go. Come on, sweetie. Come on. Come on, honey. It's okay. Come on. Come on, honey. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever.
Done. All right, so we just finished milking. I'm running the wash and getting everything just all cleaned up before the milk truck comes because it is milk truck day. Brent is out back cleaning out the free stall right now. He's gonna clean that out real good and bed it. They went out yesterday and made a pretty good mess of it, and they're gonna be going out today and tonight because it's about 40 degrees right now and it's supposed to be around 45 today and also supposed to be in the high 30s at night. So perfect weather for them to go outside and just get some exercise. But before they go out, we do have to do one of my least favorite jobs on the farm, and that is delicing the cows. So we have a bag of delicing powder right here, and this just does flies, lice, ticks, all kinds of things. This is actually a replacement dust bag for the rubbing bags that you see like outside of a freestall. We have one in ours. You just hang it up and they walk underneath it, and when they brush against it, it just kind of dusts them a little bit. Some of them itch themselves on them and get a lot of dust on them, and some of them will avoid them altogether. But that's what this is. It's just a replacement bag, and I'm just gonna dump this in here and then use a measuring cup to sprinkle it on top of them. We did have a can with holes punched in the top of it, and you could just shake it out on top of them, but somehow we lost that, and I can't find a can around here to use, so I'm just gonna do it this way. I've done it this way before, and it's just as easy. You might waste a little bit more, so I'll just fill it a little bit. I gotta find my cup, and then as I need more, I'll just come back and do it more. Not very convenient. I wish I could find the shaker, but like I said, I guess we just lost it. I can't find it. It was over there, but now it's gone. So already did the calves in the cafeteria with some stuff we had left over from last year, so I dusted them a little bit. They're not happy. They were crying a minute ago. I don't know if they were crying when I was talking, but they weren't very happy with me. So I'm gonna save just a little bit of this so we can do the cows in the heifer barn and get them done, because they do have some lice problems going on. We always have lice in the winter. It's just, it always happens. This cow right here is a good example. You can see she's got marks on her from where she laps. Usually that means she has lice. She'll just lap herself, and that takes a lot of energy for a cow to lap constantly throughout the day. So it actually does help increase milk production when they're not spending a lot of their time lapping. Also, it just makes them uncomfortable. If they're more comfortable, they make more milk too. So a good example of a cow that doesn't really have lice, or at least not a bad case of it, would be this one right here. You can see she's nice and smooth and shiny, other than having sawdust all over her. She's probably not bad. I mean, she might have a slight case of it. She's got a little bit right there. And then there's Neil, who, I mean, he's got longer hair anyway, and we don't know if he's been done or not. So we're just gonna do him just in case. Also, he just loves to be scratched. So if you stand here and scratch him, that makes him so happy. I do have to get the wash going in the milk room before we start, get that soap circulating. I am trying a new tactic today. Usually when you put this fly stuff on them, it's a really nasty job because it makes every cow crap, every one of them, and it's just a mess in the barn after you do it. So I'm trying something new. I went around and I swept in all their feed to them, and that made them get up and it made them crap. I don't know a better way to say that. They got up and they pooped. I went through and I hoed out after I was done sweeping it in. Make sure everything's all clean, so I'm hoping maybe that will cut down on the mess a little bit since they've already crapped. Maybe they won't do it again. Probably wishful thinking, and it'll be just as dirty, but this cow right here is trying to itch right now. We'll get those taken care of for you, honey. Ounces per animal. Half a cup is 4 ounces, so I should be able to do 2 pounds of that. Pretty nice. Try half the bag and see if that does half the look. So silky. Look at that, she's crapping already. Now, a lot of them don't like it, so Brent always told me you want to do it, you want to get it up on their shoulders really high and then across their backbone a little bit on either side and then right on their tail head and also on either side of their hips. Hi. We got about half of them done. I just filled up the pail again. It did work out just about right. I did a few cows on the other side that looked really bad. Sometimes I get distracted when I'm doing a job. So I did a couple cows over there. So I was a couple cows short on this side. So we should have exactly enough to do it with a little bit left over for those heifers over there. I will try to make sure I have some left over because they really do need to be done. Again, before we go do that other half though, I do have to shut off the beaters on the milk tank. So we'll go do that. Ready? Good girl. My plan did not work out at all. Basically, I just had to hoe him out twice. You're not even gonna get up, are you? She said, I'm comfy. No. Alright, so he's got it all bedded and everything out here and looking good. We've got the bale feeder in here. He's gonna put one in here, I think. There is still some left outside from yesterday when they were out here. He's got Mr. Man locked outside there because he usually gets in the way when we're trying to clean out. So I will just wait out here for Brent to come back. Oh, I do have to go shut the door to the pit though. I don't know if I've mentioned this, but this right here is actually used to be an old water trough. It's made out of cement. I think it has a sink put in it though. You can see the metal right there. It used to be an old water trough, but we usually keep salt bricks in there. They were actually out of salt bricks when we went the other day, so there's none in here right now, but usually there's one on each side, and we also keep one outside on the pad for them, just so everybody has a fair chance to get some. Okay, so we got everything cleaned up and we're ready to get into some of our jobs for today. So the first thing that I'm gonna do, I need this hammer here. So we're gonna be going around the whole barn, and these little pinch links here that hook on to the snap that hooks onto the cow's chain, sometimes they spread apart. See, this one here is fine. That one is okay. But this one right here, you can see how this one is spread apart a little bit. Sometimes they'll come undone completely, the snap will come right off, and then the cows can just get loose. And that's obviously not a good thing when they're in here at night, because they can be in here doing whatever they want to do. They can be doubling up with other cows, beating on other cows that are still chained, stepping on cows that are laying down. One time we even had a cow that got loose in the middle of the night. We used to fill the cornmeal cart and bring it in here when there was going to be a storm. So we had done that, and we'd filled the cart and we'd left it up front. Well, she got up front somehow and ate the entire cart of cornmeal, made herself really sick. It was like weeks before she would even eat cornmeal again, because I guess she was just like, she couldn't even look at it. You guys have probably seen her on here. Her name is Greta. I see her all the time. She's like a blonde looking cow. She ate so much, she just made herself horribly sick, and then for a while she wouldn't even look at cornmeal, which I don't blame her. So needless to say, we don't fill the cart anymore and then leave it in here. Even if it's gonna be nasty, we leave it outside. But we are gonna go around and just snap some of these together, since it's almost winter and we should be getting cold weather, even though we're getting warmer weather than usual. December is so far warmer than November was, so who knows, but we might get some cold weather here sometime, and the cows have to stay in at night, and sometimes during the day too, depending on how cold it is. So we just don't want anybody getting loose and hurting other cows or breaking things in the barn or making themselves sick. So that's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be going around the whole barn and hammering some of these back together. So I'll set you guys over here, because I can only imagine if I set you over there, you'd fall off. So I usually just like to straighten them out first, kind of knock them back together. Semi-scary because it will hit your hand. And then just pinch them back together the best you can. That one right there looks pretty bad. Fine, fine, fine. See, this one right here, this is how they get out. This one is almost completely off. It's halfway off. If that came this way just a little bit, that would be unhooked and the cow would just be walking around with this clip on him. There we go. The snap's just gonna come off that one. Well, ow. I need your muscles.
Huh?
I need your muscles. Can you pull that one back in there?
Hold on, let me see your hand.
I hit myself.
Yeah.
Neil said I wish my snap would come undone.
There.
All right.
Oh, we gotta put a cable on that truck hood. It's only holding by one side.
Ew, that's a nasty looking spider.
Okay, let's go. I'll put the bucket on.
Hang in there.
What I want you to do, go past our house, down quarter ways to the right, park on the road, and trig the front wheels. Because I'm going to pick them off from the, I don't want them driving the field. I'll pick them from the road. So when you trig the front wheels, go back up on top of the hill and just kind of direct me whether I can go or stop.
Okay. Okay. to pick up some bales. Brent is hooking the grabbers on right now. So I'm gonna go over there and get ready. These bales aren't really that good, so we're not gonna be feeding them inside the barn. We're just gonna be feeding them out in the free stall. If they don't eat everything, we don't have to clean everything up. So these are the bales right here. I'm gonna park down here where it's flat. Put my 4-ways on here. Now they don't blink when they're on, but they're on. There they go. Well, that's weird. They never have before. Oh, you want me to go stand up on the hill?
Yeah. I'll keep looking.
I'll wave if there's a car. Okay. It doesn't seem like much of a hill, but it's just enough. Can't actually see what's going on down there. And there's a car coming. Two more. I'm gonna dump it right there. Could be a struggle getting there, but I'm gonna have to back up a few times. There we go. Gonna dump them right here. we took a quick trip and went and picked up the planter. So it's not fixed. I'm pretty sure the welder was on vacation, so we didn't want to leave it there because we weren't even sure he really knew it was there. We left him a message, but he never got back to us, so we didn't want it to be in the way, so we just went and picked it up. We can just take this whole thing apart and take it down to him when we need it to get fixed. It won't be really a big deal. We'll just jack it up and take that off and take that over to him instead of having the whole thing over there in his way. So we did try to free up these plates here. We put some Freol on them. This one right here did free up, and this one is starting to, but I think with a little bit of work that one will come. These ones freed up as well. Everything else works just fine. So Brent is going to come over and we're going to try this out. We're just going to see how it works. If everything, as far as we can tell without actually planting, is working like it should. We did actually have to put a pin here because that one was broken, and one on the other side over there. But other than that, those are all set. They're not rusted through. Pretty close, but not completely rusted through. Got a couple new springs on it over here. So yeah, everything, the hoppers are all clean and all look good. The fertilizer hoppers look good too. Oh my gosh, what was that? Oh, sweet. Hold on, I want to see. That's so cool.
Now it should.
I'm not going to stand near that valve.
Now it should go the other side. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
It is, it works.
I love that.
They work. Well,
the blocks fell down though.
just leave it plugged in.
Oh yeah? Okay. Cool. So apparently everything on it works. The marker arms came down like they were supposed to. It was so awesome. I don't know why, but the whole machine just fascinates me. Just watching everything move. So I guess what happens is when you let it down, this thing here cogs in so that your chains will be driven and everything instead of being free. So that there turns and cogs into that spot there. You probably can't see that very well, but not really sure how this whole chain system works. But when it spins over and hits this ball here, it lets that arm down, and then when you pick it up, the next time you put it down, it'll let that arm down. And I just think the whole thing is really fascinating. I just cannot wait to use it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to like and comment down below and subscribe. Join the fun. Keep it real, keep farming, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.